Also, I'm curious. Little Boy? Why did you put it on this album?
I don't know.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just curious.
I don't know. I feel like there's a... Like when you're making music, like you... Like even though it's more like of a fresh song, that it's still... Like it came in the time that I was making this album, so... I feel like it has something to do or in some way with my journey up until this point. And and that's kind of why it's at the end of the album, because it's like it's right there with Poor Man and Let This Go. Like those are more recent songs about new situations and finding ways to deal with them. Yeah, but I don't know, Little Boy. Like trying to learn how to nurture, like bring someone up.
Is it more of like the coming out of part? Like the
Coming out of part?
Yeah, like Rearview is about your past and then overcoming, and then like are there the songs at the end, are those kind of like almost like the restitution or the...
No, I feel like there's still a melancholy in it. Like I think it's beautiful, like to have a son, to have a child. But like there's lyrics in there like little boy, don't you cry, I'll hold you this time. Little boy, don't make up your mind, it'll all be good in time. Like it's all about the passing of time. And and in a way it's like it's for me too. It's like,
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You could be like, it could also, I mean, obviously, like, for your son, but you could also be talking to your past, so you're like, you. That's cool. Well, yeah, that answers my question.
and it's also kind of sad to, I don't know, it's horrible for me to realize that like my kid may feel the way that I feel. And I wouldn't want any of that. Like I wouldn't want that for my child, but they may face that. Realizing that they're gonna have sadness too, or have their moments. So.
Yeah, I think that's the worst part about being a parent. Having to suffer with them instead of suffering.
And you know how it feels, but
yeah, it sucks.
You just want to give them that
yeah,
that perspective, where it's like it'll be okay. Like, but them, they're at their max, or they're just experiencing something like, I don't know, you lose your toy, you left your toy somewhere, and you're like, no, like, where's my bear? Like, but that's like busting heads. Like that's the worst.
or then it's like something like, oh, he ate dirt. Let's just let him eat dirt so that he can taste it and know that it doesn't taste good, but
he just keeps
he actually likes it, and now he just keeps eating it.
It's horrible.
Oh no.
Like, I don't know.
It's
fun.
It's for all the minerals.
Yeah. He needs the iron.
Yeah.
I need to get him like a multivitamin or something.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway.
That's for the next album. Dirt. Little boy. He's a little boy.
He is.
So, a little boy. We talked about it earlier, a little briefly, like why it's on the record. My wife was wondering, but for me, it's like it's my fatherly advice, kind of with these things like the beach, the goals. Like there are hard things, and it's like it's a terrifying thought that your child that's so innocent will have to experience things that are tough and that will break them down and make them question, I don't know, like what's going on, you know? It's a really strange thought, because with kids, like being a parent, like you have a sensitivity. You have a really strange sensitivity to things, and yeah, just being a father initially, it changed me a lot very quickly. So this is about that father-son relationship. Yeah, like production-wise, like the vocals are a lot higher, and I feel like they're kind of off in the beginning. But I was thinking about it earlier, and it's kind of a metaphor, like you're kind of finding your voice, and into the first verse, it gets a little more melodic, and it's a little more cohesive. So that was an interesting observation that I made with the music. But yeah, it's Little Boy. There's also little snippets of him in there. So his first feature.
Yeah, to find my home. Yeah, so I could settle for one thing at a time. Little boy, don't make up your mind. It'll all be good in time. Little boy, don't you cry. Oh, you this time. Little boy, little grin way too. Think I'll find you sleeping. Sing baby blue, sing yes I do. Just grin away too, and I think I'll find you sleeping. Those are the same baby blues, yeah, so should I do.
Not there? Anything else to say? Just reminds me of like Tarzan or something. That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just different. I don't know. Like there's parts of the song that I don't really like necessarily, like musically. It's kind of a wild one, production wise. I don't know, but those are little audio files that I have of some of my first interactions with my son, like holding him, and he's up from his naps, like cooing and hiccuping, and like just those magic moments. Little boy.